Hi guys, it's Miss Hanrahan. Welcome to round 3 of the flipped classroom. Today we're talking about perimeter. Now perimeter is the distance around a figure. You'll notice that the word rim is actually within the word perimeter. And a rim is something that goes literally around something else. Kind of an easier way to remember what a perimeter does. Now, if you're faced with a rectangle or a square and you're trying to find the perimeter, you can use a formula. P equals 2L plus 2W, or perimeter equals 2 length plus 2 width. So this is that same formula, just expanded. We know from using our equations that when you have a number next to a variable or a letter, that you have to multiply them. So instead of writing 2L, you can write out 2 times L plus, instead of writing 2W, 2 times W. As with any equation, you must follow the rules of PEMDAS. So you have to solve everything that is inside of each of these parentheses before you're going to add that information together. Let's go ahead and try a problem using that same formula. So we have a length of 11 centimeters and a width of 5 centimeters. If we plug that into the formula above, we end up with 2 times 11, the length, plus 2 times 5, the width. 2 times 11 is 22. 2 times 5 is 10. Add them together, you get a grand total of 32 centimeters. Another way that you can find perimeter using this exact same example is to just find the sum of all the sides, which means you're just going to add them all together. A sum is the answer to an addition problem. So you would literally add 11 plus 5 plus 11 plus 5, and you still end up with 32 centimeters as your perimeter. But what do you do if you're faced with a problem that is not a square or a rectangle? Obviously, the formula above isn't going to work because we don't have 2 equal lengths and we don't have 2 equal widths. So instead, just find the sum of all sides. Add 3 plus 8 plus 6, you end up with 17 feet. Now, on occasion, you will actually be faced with a shape like this. I know this is not a standard shape, but all you have to do to find the perimeter is continue to find the sum of all the sides. Some of you may notice, however, that we have some of our sides that aren't listed. You still need to include those in your answer. So if we have an unidentified side, it is your job to figure out what the length should be. So right now, if you add up all the numbers that we do have available, we know the perimeter so far is 33, plus whatever those other sides are. Now to find these sides, for example, the orange one at the top, all you need to do is look above it, below it, to the left or to the right, and try to find another length that is exactly equal to it. So for example, if you're looking at this orange guy up here, look below. This 1 length plus this 3 length down below is exactly the same length across as this orange side at the top. So if we know that this is 1, the rest of this would be 3. 1 plus 3 means that the length above should be 4. So now we know the perimeter is 37 plus whatever's left over. So let's look at whatever's left over. We have this other orange side right here. We need to actually look above it this time. Now you'll notice above it you have a side that is very long. This is representing 11. Now down below, remember you're looking for something that's exactly the same size. So you see that this is exactly the same. You also know that this partial length is worth 6. This partial length is worth 1. So all you have to do is figure out this little length. If 6 plus 1 is 7, and this whole thing should be 11, 11 minus 7 gives you 4. So now we have a perimeter of 41 plus whatever's left over. So let's go ahead and find the final sides. We're actually going to find 3 at the exact same time. These are all the same length. Now, to find these sides, first of all, I don't want you to just judge them all by looking at the size of them. Obviously, I did this on the computer, guys. I did my best, but you'll notice this 4 is not exactly the same size as this 4. But I do want you to pay attention to the numbers. Okay, so we're going to pretend that these are worth the exact same amount. So when you're trying to figure out this side or this side or this side, you're going to pay attention to the numbers around it. So what we know is this. First of all, we need to figure out how big this shape is from the top all the way to the bottom because we're measuring something that is vertical. So first, I look at the top. I know that this is 2. If I move over, this finishes the rest of the shape. This is worth 4. So from top to bottom, we have 2 plus 4. Top to bottom, this is 6. Now, I look on the other side. Top to the middle-ish is 4. Move along, this is 1. So that means that from here to here we have 4, here to here we have 1. So far we have 5. If this is 6, this is 5 plus 1, which will give us 6. So this side is 6. Get my little pointer. This side is 6. All together we have a 4 plus a 1 plus a 1. 1 here and a 1 here because they are all the same size. Your final perimeter should be 44 when you add up all of the sides. Please be very careful with your adding. If you leave a number out, even that little 1 down there, your answer will be wrong. So double check your work. You may help to cross off the numbers as you add them, just so you don't add them twice or skip any numbers on accident. So here's another kind of odd shape for you to try on your own. If you want to pause the video, please feel free to do so. Your goal is going to be to find these 2 blue shapes, or excuse me, sides that have not yet been identified. All right, to do that, first, you need to think to yourself, well, I need to find something that goes from top to bottom because I'm looking for a vertical size here. So if I'm looking for something that goes top to bottom, I need to look around it. This side is worth 1. This is worth 2. 1 plus 2 would be 3. Now we also know that this is worth 2. This is worth 2. So if this is 2 top to the middle, and this is 2 to the bottom, the total top to bottom is 4. So if I have 1 plus 2 is 3, my missing number should be a 1. Now you're going to do something very similar here. Only instead of measuring top to bottom, because we're trying to find something that is horizontal, you're going to try to figure out how wide across your shape is. So you're going to look down below. You'll notice, where's my little pointer? You're going to notice that this goes here to here. This is worth 6. Now this little piece in between, if you look down here, this is actually 1 because this is the same length as here. So we have 1 plus 6 plus 3. So 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. If you have 6 here, your missing number, so it can equal 10 all the way across, should be 4. Add up all of your sides to find your final perimeter. Double check your work. Your final answer should be 28. And that's it for the video, guys. So make sure you whisk. You're going to watch the video, summarize what you watched in your notes. If you need to rewind parts of the video for better understanding, please do so. Ask a question. If you don't understand something, make sure you write it down, be specific, and I will do my best to answer it in class tomorrow. If you don't have any questions, write down a problem for us to solve in class based on what you just learned. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you tomorrow.